takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So they're looking for this series sweep here in Chicago. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Throwing Jones. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to it, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And that is going to be incomplete. Too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to have a first down as the tackles make.
Hey, good morning, Brian.
How you doing?
The 3rd down conversion is
not bad, man. I've been wanting to reach you to see if you wanted to take this offer for the credit line with the cost plus savings.
I think I already got an RCS time, bro.
Yeah, you did, but the credit line got taken away on that, and then. So I was coming up with, there's another one that we can set you up with that has a credit line on it. That's more resilient. You can NSF on it, and it'll keep it back.
Sure.
So many times we see teams.
Yeah, it's just a different process. There's another application. We don't run your FedEx, and I got 4 trucks on paper, so I can give you a $10,000 weekly credit line. And then, of course, after I get the fuel data from you, I can upgrade your discount. So it really, the people with up an email, the 50, 60, 70. I don't know if you've seen those emails or not.
I have, but I haven't. But yeah, send me the application. I fill out while I'm got 5 seconds. I'm not doing nothing right now.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I just want to make sure you knew it was a legit thing and wasn't something to do talking to you or something.
All right, I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball, but remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive going forward.
23 yards on the play. So maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive. You're picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
The Bears sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Red, cycle. Blue, striker.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown Bears! His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 7-0. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Okay, ready?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that falls to the ground incomplete.
I'm 60 and 330 with you.
Bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. It's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. Possession of the football. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going up top for Wilson. And he's got it inside the 10. Wilson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Scott, you got another power head on that side of that gun. There ain't nothing fuel, Scott. What are you talking about?
Garibay back out there now to send this one away.
It's different levels to that powder, though.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
You got fuel with oxygen.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
With oxygen.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They're going to look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds Wilson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he will find his man on the outside. Touchdown, Bears!
Great
effort there. 30 yards. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 21-0.
What a man. Awful.
So how about this? this for a start. 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it.
What the fuck do you want me to do?
This one's gone.
God damn.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Ready.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come throwing another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Steps away to his left. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
The guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And they will score a pick 6 for the Bears touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive? When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Back to Mixon on second down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9 now. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 33 yards. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Red, cycle. Blue, striker. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead on a final play and a half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Bears.
Hey, Brian, I refuse to believe.
I certainly think that we're seeing a
What the fuck?
points on the board so far because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.